So, welcome to Marathon Day. Now, it is currently 5 in the morning. I'm not really a morning person, including the fact that I also got about 5 hours of sleep, just trying to actually make that thumbnail that you guys see in the marathon trailer. But aside from that, honestly, I oversleep and I'm not consistent with most of my workouts just because, I get crap sleep. I'm trying to work and I'm honestly I just suck. I'm just not there in the morning. But that's just me. But of course that's going to change today because it's marathon day. So let me just show you guys what I am wearing. Now for today, I have my socks. I've been wearing double layers for every single one of my 5 and my 10K. So, nothing's really changed. I've got a different pair of shorts. These are super light. And honestly, I have no form of running sleeves or any of that. So what I've gotten is just a swimming top. Honestly, I think it's gonna work. And then I have my running vest, of course. This is going to serve me in putting my phone up here, music. Sorry. So this is gonna serve me for my phone and my music. So there's that, and then I have my shoes, of course. They're still all good. So there's that. These are yet again the Ultra Boost Ultra Rains. These are what I'm going to be using to run the 42 kilometers. And honestly, I have nothing else to really show except for, of course, my liter of water with some lemon and coarse salt. Not ideal, but we make do with what we have. We also have a Powerade. This will serve me probably midway through the marathon. I don't know. But there's my electrolytes. There's my minerals for that. I've got my headphones, of course, all charged up, and I have sunscreen. Even though right now it's like 5:27, 28. It is dark as shit outside. If you live in Australia and you've woken up before at 5:30, it's just dark as shit outside. But honestly, I need this right now because a good 5 hours of my workout will be during the day. Obviously it's going to take me about 5 to 6 hours, but listen, of course we're just gonna have to wait until the results. But I do believe, if I had to estimate, this would take about 5 to maybe even 6 hours, accounting fatigue. Honestly, I've never even ran that far. The most I've ran to this point is a 10K, so I'm gonna have to do that 4 times. So I think regarding results, I think we should just leave that to results discussion. I'll keep that quick. Honestly, my thoughts right now, I don't even feel nervous. I think I've really brainwashed myself to believing that I could actually do this. I could actually do this. I don't know, I'm just not nervous. So listen, we'll see what happens. What I'll do is I will record a clip every 5 kilometers and just detail you how I feel. I think that's about there. So that's about 8 clips, 8-9 clips. Yeah. So when I get that done, I will show you the results, and then I will maybe leave a little bit of a talk, a little rant at the end. So with that, let's change and let's get to the marathon. I'm outside. It is 5:59, so I'm probably going to start this workout at 6. Honestly, I feel the same. I don't feel worried. I feel like that's going to bite me back at some point. But really, it's just I don't really have any expectations. I guess just the expectations of what I have to uphold to myself. Not only you know my dreams, but also you know my word. And I feel like I can't just do this and say I give up, because honestly, I made it. I put it out there. So I'm just gonna have to do it. So we're looking to do a sub 5 or 6. Honestly, that's really shit, but first marathon, so I mean, what else can I say? But see, I'm all dressed up, got my shorts, they're so light. This shirt is really tight as well, like you can tell it's just really on me. I downloaded a couple hours of music as well, you know, Drake, all the good stuff, J. Cole. So with that, yet again, the rules are that I will hopefully record a clip every 5 or so kilometers, and then show you just me deteriorating in morale. But with that, it's beautiful outside. I thought it would start earlier, but I'm looking, since it's about 6 a.m, I'm looking to finish this marathon by 11, 12, if it's a sub 5, sub 4, sorry, sub 5, sub 6. So yeah, and with that, let's cue the marathon. Forgot to mention that the weather is perfect, literally exactly what I wanted. I wanted a cold marathon and without a wet terrain, and what fortunate timing and weather that I've been given those conditions. So high hopes, but we'll see what happens. Honestly, my whole thing going into this is just like, it's all mental, it's not really physical. And Aman said that, and honestly, I believe him. I think if someone like me could honestly run a marathon, you could run a marathon. So with that, yet again, let's initiate the marathon. 5 kilometer check. Honestly, I feel like shit. Honestly, don't think I could do the rest of the 42. Maybe I'm running a bit too fast, but 5k is more excruciating than I thought. So 10 kilometer check. I'll be honest with you, I think it would be wise to give up here, if not in 15 kilometers. But then the thoughts just come back. What was all the promises I made? Am I just gonna let that go? The disadvantage so far is I also have huge foot pain at the bottom. I think it's due to the elevation of the terrain. I kept on stepping on some stones and really fucked up my foot. Really don't know if I can do this, but we push. Yet again, I have stitch and huge bottom foot pain on my right foot. Honestly, fuck this. If I give up, then I have a lot more to lose than if I just keep going. Both of my feet get bottom pain, bottom foot pain. Worry about source. I see that. I don't think I would do it. And of course, if this stitch gets worse as well. So it's 14 kilometers. I've literally just taken my right shoe off because the pain is genuinely that bad that I can't even take a step like without me having to stop. And it's been 2 hours, and yet I've only done 14 kilometers. Like, it's just gonna get so much worse after this. Like, I don't see this. Like, I've tried to numb it. I've given the other sock, because I have 2 layered socks. I took a layer off my left one and put it on my right, and still the pain is just so bad. Like, honestly, I don't know what to do. Like, I just don't want to give up. If this pain would just go away. Like, this is the only thing stopping me right now, is this pain. This, like, my left foot is fine. Like, my left foot can go through it all, but this right foot is just fucking up everything. Like, honestly, if this pain doesn't go away by the next 1 to 6 kilometers, unfortunately, I feel like it's gonna be wise. It's gonna be wise that I would have to give up. You know, I can't. Like, I genuinely believe that I could do the marathon, but it's just this foot. Honestly, if this keeps going, then like I'm gonna have to give up. Like, because it could get worse, and honestly, like, this is a big jump for me to go from 4K, 5Ks to 42Ks. Honestly, I'm not even scared. I'm still not scared. You know, my breathing is alright. Like, my stitch has gone away, but this fucking foot is so bad that honestly, like, if I can't do this, then I'm gonna have to do it next year. This clip is getting a bit long, but honestly, I just wanted to say it because I feel like quitting. So, I did at least 15, and the pain just, honestly, it would not. It obviously kept on going. I'm disappointed. I am, because literally nothing else is hurting. Not my quads, not my left foot, my calves. It was literally just this right foot. Like, at the bottom of my foot here is where all this pain is, and it's just, it feels like a needle going through my foot every single time I step, and like, I can't even, like, I just can't keep a stride with it. So here's where you're looking at me to say that I give up. And honestly, I'll be honest, I'm not giving up. That's my answer. I may have failed, but that doesn't mean I give up, because those are 2 completely different things. So honestly, I'll do another attempt in about 6 months' time, and if I don't do that, then I will do it again 12 months later. So usually around the same time in December. So honestly, any thoughts to take from this? I honestly still do believe that I can do it. Like, nothing about this has taken me away from me not believing that I could do this, because I know that I could. I just know that I could, absolutely. But it's just this foot pain is like, it was unexpected, I guess, because I did all the recovery right. I did, you know, I did the alternating therapy. I did my foam rolling the best I could with what I had. I stretched. I literally stretched my legs every single day, and yeah, it came to this. So it's not, honestly, it's a learning lesson. You see me get humbled today. So honestly, I'm not. The message is, I still have not given up. I failed. That doesn't mean I've given up. So honestly, especially when you're your only coach, kind of gonna make do with what you have and what you know. Otherwise, you're just not gonna be able to pull through. That's how the journey is. You start off your journey and it's lonely, and this is how it is. And it's gonna disappoint me greatly that I've failed. That honestly, I have to delay it and move it and delegate it to 6 months from now, 12 months from now. But honestly, I'm proud because even though I do have a bit of a imposter syndrome or inferiority complex, which is another name for it, like, with full honesty, I've never ran more than 4 kilometers in my life before. Like, if you were to wind back a year's time, like genuinely a year's time, more than a year's time, I had never ran more than 4 kilometers, and to be able to achieve 15 kilometers today is an absolute win, because I've never ran that far. I set something that was super high, and I set it at a level which, in a way, it was challenged me. I didn't actually, like truthfully, in my head, I didn't know if I was going to 100% achieve it, but I knew that I could, right? Honestly, I did everything I could. I practiced my runs. I did 5Ks until I cut down literally 8 minutes. I did recovery. I did alternating therapy, cold showers. I carb loaded the most that I could with cereal. I had my nutrition. I had my protein in. I had my electrolytes here. I hydrated myself with water, but I also put lime and salt in it. I'm wearing double layered socks. I have shoes actually made for running, and God bless that I have these right now. But listen, I did the best I could, and it's a lesson to take from today. But if anything, if you were to ask me if I'd honestly achieved what I set out to do, what Iman said me to do, honestly, and it sounds a bit of like a settling down kind of thing, but honestly, I did achieve it. I did something hard at the end of the year because I've never ever ran 15 kilometers, and it's about celebrating the progress. It's about celebrating the process. I did everything I could. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that I could have done better, in a way, because I literally did everything I could in my hands to be able to prepare this in 20 days. And this is how far I've got. I've gone into almost halfway through the marathon. Like, listen, I don't feel a loss anywhere. So if anything, I've won. I've done something hard for the year. And tomorrow, I'm gonna rest up, and next year I'm gonna integrate it into my workouts, integrate running, because honestly, yet again, I have not given up. I failed, but I haven't given up. I still believe that I can do it. I still believe that I can do it, and it's just like this thing came along, and yeah, a lot of things happened today already, and it's only like 9 a.m. Honestly, it's something to take for this year and then carry on to next year. But honestly, I still have that fire inside of me. I haven't lost yet. I have not lost yet. If I were to give some advice on you running your marathon, I definitely recommend you stay in good shape. But you also get your nutrition, you get your recovery in, Just literally do the best you can, just like I did, and you know, you can go like me. Even though I'm unfit, I've never ran cardio in literally a year, and you know, every time I did a lap around the house, occasionally I literally got a cramp as soon as I got back in, and now I'm running 15Ks, 10Ks, 5Ks like it's nothing. Like it's a little bit of a workout, yeah, but that's it. I honestly don't know what to say except the fact that I haven't given up. I failed, but I haven't given up. So honestly, I'm not beat down by it. And oh yeah, on the unboxing that I said I was gonna do, I will post that maybe on the 6th, 7th of January next year, just to start off the year well, start off fresh and start with something new. So honestly, this has been a amazing project to do. I could honestly look back on this and say this was the moment in my life where I did something different. I did something bold. I did something big, and I don't regret it. But listen, just honestly, there's a lot of limiting beliefs we have that is, I'll be honest, pushed down usually by the people around you. There's a term for it. It's called conditioning. Whether you believe it or not, the beliefs that you have from a young age and you are told by the people around you, the environment that is around you, that will morph and influence and shape the kind of person that you will become, the way you think, your beliefs. So listen, if you don't believe you can do it, if you don't believe that you can do a marathon, if you don't believe that you can lift up that weight, if you don't believe that you can hit that monetary milestone, that 10K a month, listen, you will never do it. If you think like that, you'll never do it. You'll never achieve it if you think like that. But at least the very least thing you can do is start changing the way you think, the way your beliefs are. You know, your limiting beliefs. If you can just erode those limiting beliefs and change it with something like, I can do it. Because listen, you can do anything you fucking want in this world. Like, honestly, in a way, I think of life like a video game. Because the truth is, like, at the end of the day, why should I care about other people's opinions, even the ones that are, you know, in control of me, you know, in a way, or like, you know, my parents or something, or my teachers, or whoever else has control over me. You know, why would I care about these people's opinions, or even my friends? Why would I care about them? At the end of the day, you know, this life is an experience to live. It's not something to be held down by. You know, you play the game and then you die, and that's literally it. So I'm just back in my room just to say, just before my phone dies, that to enjoy your holidays, make the most out of it, you know, enjoy your New Year's too, because honestly for me, I'm not going to be doing anything but just work, but you know, honestly, nothing else I would rather do. You know, this is fun to me, to be able to do this, you know, make videos for you guys, but also to, you know, document my journey and just move forward in my life and take you guys with it. I think that is all I have to say. See you guys next year, and be looking forward to putting out my next video. So it's been a fair while. It's been about 12 hours since that run. So honestly, just been using the time to rest up, do some work, but yeah, we didn't really finish it. A bit unfortunate, but it's a learning experience to take with me into next year, and there's that. But so today, since don't have my phone on me right now, I'm going to just read the results off to you. So I ran a distance of 15 kilometers through a duration of 2 hours and 28 minutes at a average pace of 9 minutes 51 seconds per kilometer. So if we go to the kilometer and speed, it just honestly it looks fairly normal until around the 7th kilometer. I think that's where I recognize it just doesn't look right. That's probably somewhere that's probably where I just slowed down. It was really after the 10 kilometer that really got me. You can see after the 10 kilometers, the speed it was just staggering. 5.9 kilometers per hour, 6.1, and then just dropped in the last 2 kilometers to 4.1 and 2.7. Like I said, this was literally my bottom foot pain getting to me. I was trying my best to hold on. I think it came somewhere around the 10th or the 11th kilometer, but honestly really unfortunate that happened. Now onto the kilometer and pace. Obviously you can see unexpectedly that there is my fastest kilometer at my first kilometer with 6 minutes 32 seconds, but just as it got longer, it just started to really build up. The fatigue, the bottom foot, as you can see, my last 2 kilometers is just insane. Like, that is just extremely slow. Like, I think, yeah, it must have the bottom foot, my foot pain must have gone to me somewhere in the 7th kilometer. I don't actually know, but just looking at the data here, it looks like that is the case, where it just jumps by almost 2 minutes from the 6th to the 7th kilometer. So there's that, and I was trying to maintain my stride, pausing a lot as well. I wasn't even out of breath. It was just my foot. Like, I definitely believed, like, my left foot was completely fine. My left foot probably could have ran that marathon. My breath was literally fine. I got a stitch, but it went away by like the 10th kilometer. So honestly, not even a big deal. Not even a big deal at that point. So I'm not worried about the stitch. I'm worried about the foot pain, and that's it. But you can just see the pace is just really died out and just got longer and longer through each kilometer. Honestly, I didn't even feel my best in this morning. I got 5 hours of sleep. 5 hours of sleep, all this and all that. But you know what? Honestly, that doesn't fucking matter, because I still failed. So there's that. So just a chart to end with my kilometers and speed. It just yet again deteriorated, and then as you can see, my pace inversely, it built up because I slowed down. So I think that is all. Yeah, my average speed was 6.1 kilometers and my max speed was 10.7 kilometers. So yeah, honestly, I honestly don't want to rant, because after me ending that workout, I gave a very, very long series of rants. So instead of me ranting now on my desk to end the video, I will end off with my rants after running and failing the marathon. With that, guys, I'm sorry. I'm genuinely sorry that I've disappointed you. I've disappointed myself. I've disappointed, in a way, the words I've said. And it's an inconvenience, but it's a learning experience, and I honestly just have to accept it and just take it into next year. But hopefully in 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months time, I will be able to retry again and really see where my training will get me 3 months from now, 6 months from now, etc, etc. With that, I hope you guys have gained something from this at least, and we'll cut to the rant. Take care. I can barely fucking walk. This is right foot. It's not too bad as I may exaggerate, but let me just end this talk here. So, yet again, if you are honestly, whatever however hard you're going, this year, go harder next year. Go even harder, man. Like, for me, if I can't live my life on my terms, honestly, like, just totally bluntly, I'd rather not be alive. Because to live that kind of life and to just, coast through life, through the opinions of other people, or be held down by what my parents say, or this and that. Listen, I'm not afraid of, things going wrong. That's part of life, So like I said, I would rather not be here, honestly, if I can't live my life on my own terms. And by doing this is me living life on my terms, on how I want to shape it for myself. When you're going down this path, quite honestly, you're going to deal with a lot of hate. You're going to deal with a lot of berating. Your friends are going to berate you. Your teachers are going to berate you. Your family is going to berate you. And listen, I'm be honest, this is one of the reasons why I keep things private. This is why, honestly, I don't want to argue with people, because, listen, you can argue all you fucking want. They will still think the way that they think. Listen, honestly, if that's how you want to live your life, honestly, don't follow my channel, because this channel is about, actually taking life by the hands and playing it on your terms. Like listen, when there's a concept such as, reincarnation, but honestly, like, you don't know if you'll be reborn again. And even if you were, do you think you're going to remember this life? And when you die, how do you think you're going to be remembered? Honestly, like, what do you want people to say about you when you die? What do you want people to say about you when you leave this earth? What do you leave behind for people? Do you leave things on the table? Do you honestly, like, have you honestly brought value to the world, or have you just taken things for yourself and died? Because, yet again, like, a good life, guys, a good life is not being safe and secure. A good life is not this, right? Iman said this before, like, a good life is not this. A good life is the highs, the lows, the pressure, the responsibility, the wins and the losses. And I'll always remember that, pressure is a privilege, because, listen, that's not what life is. Life is not being safe, being cushy, being complacent, all this comfort and this fucking, no struggle, no pain kind of life that the Western society has want to live nowadays. Honestly, it is, like, with the Western society, I could talk all day about that, but just quite frankly, I'm on a side where I genuinely believe that Western society is being fucked, because they want convenience every single time. They want the easy way out. They want the secure and the safe way. And you know what? They may get that, but honestly, like, they're not going to get any much further than that. They're literally going to be nothing but a pawn to someone else. Like, I constantly say it. That is not what a good life is. A good life is being able to look back and look at all the crazy stories that you had. Look back at, all the experiences that you had. Not you sitting in your fucking room, or you going to your job and doing that back and forth
for 2 to 4 decades, your entire life, and then you're coming down and you're saving up for when you're fucking old and you can no longer work. You know, you can't even, like, you can no longer work. You can't enjoy the experiences that you would when you were young, right? That's why I care so much about putting your first years forward, because it's such a window of opportunity to be able to, you know, set your life up so then you can enjoy all the experiences that you can, and you can look back on your younger years and honestly, like, be proud, be grateful that you lived it to your highest potential, because that's your prime years, your literal teens to your 30s and your 40s to your 50s. It is literally your fucking prime to do everything you need to do. After that, you are literally too old to walk. You need someone to help you out. You need a retirement fund, and all these things, and you have to budget out and all these things. And listen, that's not what the life I want. I'd rather die short, live maybe 30, 40, 50 years, and experience all that life has to offer, go around the world, try amazing food, you know, live in amazing places, drive amazing cars, rather than live 100 years, but all my life has just been like this the entire time. Like, this is, like, I'm gonna look back at this in years time and be grateful because I took a risk, I did something bold, you know, and I'm gonna remember this. This is gonna be a stain on my channel, you know, this is gonna be on my channel for, you know, for many years to come. And listen, I'm sorry to go on a rant, but I just go hammer it down that, like, guys, that's not what a good life is. To me, the art of living life is to literally experience every single realm of it, not half of it, right? You experience the entire thing. While you experience joy, you experience pain. You know, it goes like this saying, like, you know, to taste a good apple, you need to know what a bad apple tastes like. And the moral of the story from that is, to understand and enjoy life, you need to also understand the duality of it. You need to understand the good with the bad. You need to understand the pain with the discipline. You need to understand the happiness with the sadness. I guess I'm very stoic about it, but listen, like, I don't care because I feel like I have a lot of knowledge on me. Like, I have to, I'll be honest, I'm not like the other kids around me. Like, all these fucking kids, like, they're worried about playing fucking Fortnite OG. They're worried about watching a fucking movie. They're worried about going on TikTok and Instagram, and they're trying to tell me, like, listen, honestly, I don't even listen to them. I don't, because I know my shit. I know my worth, and honestly, like, I know my fucking worth. And listen, I'm not gonna let other people who I believe are below me, therefore, to try and tell me how I should live my life. Like, it's just a illogical fallacy in a way. And listen, that is the reason why I'm documenting my journey, because I believe you guys should get to know how unique my life is. You know, just the way I think, the way I live my life is just, it's not something that, honestly, you know, it's not something that, honestly, a couple tens or hundreds of people would watch. It's me, like, literally going from 16, 17, all the way to my 30s, maybe that's when I would hang up the boots and, you know, go private, you know, honestly start to get serious, you know, get into my own personal life and, you know, shut off, you know, because by then maybe I won't be able to, you know, fit in with my audience anymore. But listen, I want to capitalize on this as much as I can. Like, I have, like, yeah, technically I have my whole life ahead of me, but my whole life ahead of me isn't parties and video games all fucking day. It's just so small-minded to think like that's it. Like, you go to work every single day, then you come home and you play your video games or your movies, you hang out with a couple friends, you budget and you share the check, and then that's it. Like, listen, yeah, there are great moments to enjoy from that, absolutely. But there's so much more to that. There's so much more you can do, and you know what that takes? That takes you understanding the other part of the life, the other side, the other half of your life, which you need to get in control. You need to get in control of your priorities, your pain, your struggles. You need to dial these in, otherwise, you know, later in life, you know, you're gonna be fucked. You're not gonna know why you have these problems, and then you're just gonna live a miserable life, you know. And honestly, I don't want that. When I paint it that way, I don't want that. So I've been ranting for a while now, but it's just such a deep topic to me. But listen, I'm grateful. I have my gratitude, as always. You know, I never forget to understand how far I've come. You know, I've went from never doing cardio for an entire year, for just doing cardio for 20 days, and now I've went from 4 kilometers to 15 kilometers. I've won. Like, I've literally won. Like, no one else I bet you no one else on the earth right now, like a very, very small percentage of people are able to look at that and say that they're able to do that as well. They can't. So listen, I just want to hammer it down that life is not just about this. It is the highs, but also the lows. And with that, just understand that discipline, consistency, patience, gratitude, you know, these aren't some wise guru principles to live life. You know, they are life. They are life. You know, and learning these skills, you know, takes decades to master. Like, you might even go to the end of your deathbed and not be able to master these. But listen, aside from that, I want to say that it's been great making this project, and honestly, I'll see you soon, and yeah.